So, you want to get into Silver Jews? Here's how I, as a Silver Jews superfan, would do it. Silver Jews were an American alt-country and slacker rock band, led by vocalist and primary songwriter David Berman, alongside occasional collaborator and Pavement frontman Stephen Malkmus. Silver Jews' brilliance lies in their oftentimes chaotic yet mostly minimal instrumentation. David Berman's melancholic yet absurdly humorous lyrics, paired with the simplicity of the music itself, create a rustic and beautiful feel. I've never experienced a band who consistently tug at your heartstring and make you die laughing in a single song as much as Silver Jews do. Now let me help you get into the sad, sarcastic, and splendid world of Silver Jews. You may be surprised to find that to get into this band, you shouldn't start with one of their own albums, but let me explain. Silver Jews draw a lot of their sound and influence from Malkmus and his time at Pavement, but Pavement did the same too. The album that begins this journey is actually Pavement's most recent release, 1999's Twilight Terror. Whether it be the ballad-like segments of the record, like the opening track Spit on a Stranger, the country and honky-tonk twang on others, or even the noisy, destructive nature Pavement are known for, Twilight Terror gradually introduces the introspective, all over the place and witty side of Silver Jews. Following your exploration of Twilight Terror and your understanding of the soundscape and style of the bands deepen, you'll reach Silver Jews' 1994 debut, Starlight Walker. Although the opening track of Starlight Walker is called Introduction 2, your first real presentation of David Berman's poetic lyricism is found on the second track, Trains Across the Sea, a song that's abstractly stunning off-key piano, and Berman's slurred vocals find you emotionally and cause you to question your worldview. The second highlight on the record, other than the hilarious Rebel Jew, is New Orleans, catching you off guard with a clever House of the Rising Sun reference and Malkmus vocalizing alongside Berman. Whether you enjoyed the calming tracks on Starlight Walker or the occasional upbeat ones, the next record has its fair share of both, titled Tanglewood Numbers. Released in 2005, Tanglewood Numbers opens with the Jews' most Pavement-esque song, Punks in the Beer Light. Repetitive, energetic, and engaging is all this track is, closing with disruptive and unpredictable instrumentation that leans into their slacker rock side. Don't worry, if you love the relaxing cuts off of previous records, Tanglewood Numbers has one of my favorite songs the band ever released, Sleeping is the Only Love. A dramatic love song where Berman pours out his heart while comparing his lover to a shrew and describing someone as the heat coming off the back of an old TV. Yeah, I don't even know what this dude was on about sometimes, but I love him. Your last stop before I declare you well versed enough in the Jews' discography to explore the rest as a free bird is arguably my favorite album of all time, The Natural Bridge. The Natural Bridge opens up with How to Rent a Room. Through one of his best vocal performances, you're devastatingly put in David Berman's shoes and encounter what is straight up just a country diss track about David's dad. How to Rent a Room marks the beginning of some of the best drumming the band ever recorded and some of my favorite drumming ever. Dallas, The Frontier Index, and Black and Brown Blues all have goosebump-inducing properties from the drumming alone. Also, David likes mentioning Jesus and Come on this album, with The Frontier Index having my favorite lyrics ever about Jesus, but I'll let you hear that one yourself. After The Natural Bridge, you're welcome to jump around the rest of the discography, with Bright Flight having the most deep and meaningful lyrics, with slower instrumentation, and American Water being what many call the band's magnum opus. The album Bright Flight, in its entirety, is an extremely wholesome listen. The song I Remember Me tells the story of David Berman being hesitant to propose to his wife Cassie, and his words materialize his internal fears of losing her. Along with I Remember Me, Tennessee is a sweet duet between David and Cassie, playing off each other's conventionally unappealing vocals and flirting, explaining that they're the only ones for each other. As I recently said, American Water is what most call the Jews' crown jewel, opening with one of the greatest first lines in music history on Random Rules. In 1984, I was hospitalized for approaching perfection, followed by a funky little undertonal guitar. Malkmus is on top form vocally and guitar-wise, bending and licking all over the place, and even taking over lead vocals on songs like Blue Arrangement. At this point, you've almost completed the entire Jews discography, with only the Tennessee EP, which includes one of the funniest songs in the entire Jewniverse, titled I'm Gonna Love the Hell Out of You, where David Berman coolly states, and I quote, "He's in a lonely Swedish bookstore banging a librarian." Then their most recent studio album, 2008's Lookout Mountain, Lookout Sea, which as a whole is scattered with satirical and comedic genius, present in songs like Candy Jail, San Francisco, BC, and Suffering Jukebox. Finally, their later unveiled compilation of noisy and unfinished songs, 2012's Early Times, which throws all production and cleanliness out the window and then burns it. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed your journey with the Jews. Is a journey with Jews called a Junie? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. God bless and have a great day.